Hey guys, how is it going? Circling up from the mosh pit. I realized in my last video talking about, you know, the reasons why I do, one shot commentary on videos the way that I do was for a few different reasons, but I realized that amid that, I didn't really hit the points that I wanted people to know. So I'm going to kind of reiterate as we go through this, and I just want to show you exactly what I'm seeing on my screen so that you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to show you how, a little bit of the YouTube Studio stuff works. The main thing with doing commentary over a video is because it's labeled as transformative. Now, the other couple reasons I do it is because I love music and I want a artist, whether it be a rapper or someone else who's writing something, to be given their shine. And a lot of my audience, especially the audience I had previously on my last channel, doesn't know very much about song structure or rap or those kinds of things. So I was given the indication early on that that's what my audience enjoyed. So me talking worked well for, the definition of being transformative on YouTube as well as being entertaining to my audience. Now, are there some ways that maybe I could shorten what I'm saying sometimes? Sure. But when it comes to breaking down bars, I have to do it in the moment or else I'm going to forget. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but that doesn't resonate with how I'm able to conduct myself. So if in the event, for example, that I were to react to someone's video and not say anything, as some people have acted like I should be able to do just fine, what can sometimes happen is the algorithm itself or the copyright holder might decide to copyright the video under pretense that I'm not really doing anything transformative. I'm just practically re-uploading their video. Well, that's not honest, right? So that's another reason why we try and talk over the video. Now, this is not a claimed video, but I want to show you what we go through with the process if we want to alleviate copyright. So, it tells me what's going on here. For starters, the visibility that I had on this video was none. And that was the reason why it got blocked, because it was using, as you see on the thumbnail, I know it's really, really small, but this is the Sleep Token Emergence song. Their video of the flag burning was what was claimed. So I had to mute it or blur it so that you could at least see the video. But then still, as you can see here, monetized, it's not monetized. But that's fine, because if I didn't blur the video would be entirely blocked. So sometimes reaction channels do that. A lot of people don't know that. Now, if I were to argue, here's the content used, here's the audio, it says it can't be, monetized in some territories, I can go to take action. And you can do a few different things here: erase the song, replace it, trim out that section. I remember a while ago trying to trim down Sun Eater by Lorna Shore, and it actually cut the video down to 10 seconds because that was where there was no discernible audio at the beginning and the ending. And it literally sounded like I just started the video and then it ended, and I was like, wow, that was amazing. Well, like and subscribe. So here it also says dispute. Dispute a claim if you have necessary rights to the content or other valid reasons. So just to show you what that would look like if I were to use transformative nature of my content as reason to dispute, this is what this would look like. So then you have to submit the dispute. It's going to be reviewed by the claimant, and then there's going to be a final outcome from that. And it takes around 48 hours to do. So I'm not going to go through this because this is claimed by a major company, and major companies don't care about what is viable on YouTube. We can do everything we possibly can, even pausing every 5 seconds, because some of you guys don't even remember that, but there was a time on YouTube where you couldn't even use more than 5 seconds of audio uninterrupted without it being claimed. With some artists, it's even less. Now, we can do everything we can to pause and talk and be transformative, and it can still get claimed. In some cases, we can reach out then and go, hey, we've been transformative. What are you doing? But as I learned over the years, and this is one of the main reasons why I don't heavily focus on mainstream music. I focus on independent artists a lot of the time because, namely, I want them to get a good start. I know what it was like when I started, and no one was there to be helpful or insightful. They just wanted to criticize what I wasn't good at. Not very good, which was another reason why I want to do this channel. But also, big companies like this, they don't care if you're being transformative. You can do everything on YouTube the way that you possibly can, and it doesn't matter. And the couple times I have tried to dispute under the use of, transformative content, that's what the response has been. They're like, we don't care. We're freaking UMG. Get out of our face. So here's some reasons here that you might be disputing the claim. The original content, it's mine. I've had a couple people try and claim my own content before, especially original music before. I had that happen with an Indian company a while ago, and I didn't understand because the song that they said my instrumental was in sounded different. What they ended up doing was pitching the instrumental down and slowing it, and then used that and then claimed it. It was a hideous thing, and there was no way I could dispute it because they were like, nope, this is ours, and then what can you do? But license, having a permission or license, sometimes if I would work with an artist and I have permission to use the song, this can be a way to reach out to them, because then the artist would be able to see the video and go, oh yeah, I'll whitelist it because I gave them permission. Copyright exceptions such as fair use. And here's what we have right here. I have significantly transformed the content claimed in my video. The video is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exceptions to copyright. Now, this is normally what I would be able to wave my flag with if this was anything else than a mainstream artist deciding, we don't want you to use our video, but since, or our music here. But since they are managed by, I'm curious who they're even managed by at this point. Let's see. Just got to look at the details here real quick. Let's see those deets. Yeah, RCA Records. Yeah. I mean, look at that. You can see the white here from there to there, there to there. I mean, I know I talked a lot more in this whole section here. But, the other thing with it too is sometimes you got to let a sleeping dog lie, because I've seen this with reaction channels before that try and tackle mainstream music. Sometimes if you get claimed and then you try and dispute it, the person owning the stuff can turn around and strike your channel. That can only happen 3 times, and then your whole channel's gone. A lot of people don't know about that, or maybe you hear about it in retrospect. I haven't had any issues with this kind of thing so far because I don't touch mainstream music most of the time. But if I were to, these are the kinds of things that keep me from going the avenue that it seems like some people think reaction channels should be, where we don't talk, we let things run as long as they need to be, so then we stop at a, respectable time instead of, actually trying to have transformative breaks to talk about things. And as I said before, it's a lot easier for me to talk about things as they're happening, especially for some rappers. You can have from 5 seconds to 10 seconds a whole bunch of bars that if I don't talk about it in the moment, you're missing it out. Some of you might not like that. I don't care. That's what this channel is built on. And if that's something that doesn't make sense to you, I don't know what reaction channels you look at that are apparently able to just sit there for a whole length of a song and not have any issues with it being seen or listened to. I don't see that, especially mainstream music. And I will admit that it is a confusion to me too for guys like No Life Shack, Knox Hill. Those guys seem to look at everything, and it's just fine. I have done reactions to similar content like them. I did a Polo G reaction a few years ago. That thing was immediately blocked worldwide. It did not matter what I did to try and make it, a little easier. It immediately blocked worldwide, period. So that's the situation here. I talk because I have a lot to say, and I want people to know how much I like the artist. My fans enjoy me talking about things and occasionally going off on tangents. And based on how YouTube actually works, and you have seen some examples of it here, that's why I do this. So I didn't feel like I ever really talked about all of this in full disclosure up to this point. I figured just cracking open the clam here and showing you the, the pearl, I guess, and how this works would be helpful. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Thanks for watching.